I think Ashish sir is back, and we need to put him on spotlight.
Uh,
Sure,
am,
So
definitely.
am I visible and
allow
audible?
him. Yeah, you're visible
Uh,
as well as audible, Ashish.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I have 20 minutes, I think, right? Okay. So hello everyone, I'm back once again, and whenever systems are not working, disconnecting and connecting again always works, right? So this is what I did, and finally I'm able to connect to all of you. So thank you so much, all of you, for having patience and having me here. I was listening to my fellow speakers, especially from this wealth section, Sunil sir and the digital Mithil and other two speakers, and I was really involved, and I was just thinking, wow. Uh, I was also thinking that about those people who hasn't joined due to some reason, and then I was thinking they would be missing something very important today. So also thank you to both of our amazing MCs. They are doing amazing job. So good job on that part. Awesome. So, as most of the people have covered stock markets, and Sunil sir has covered different aspects of being wealthy, I am going to talk about especially money part, which is, yes, money. And before that, let me share you an event which happened with me. When pandemic was at its peak, when people were getting fired, people were losing their jobs, on LinkedIn, they were posting that I have lost my job and I want help to find a new job. Please recommend me. Please let me know if there are some opportunities. And that was the time when even I was trying to comment and like their post, and also I was trying to share their resume to different connections so that they could find job. And in this whole chaos, I found a post where a woman had written that I have 14 years of experience and I lost my job due to COVID, and I am not able to find any job in last 3 months, and all my savings are gone. So now I'm really struggling to survive. Please help me. I empathized with her situation, and also I was feeling bad. But at the same time, I had this question in mind that after 14 years of job, if somebody says that all of my savings are gone in just 3 months of spendings, I think that that means that person might have some different issues. But I strongly believe that there might be a reason, which is bad financial planning. And that was the time when I got this idea. So to introduce myself, I'm a public speaker, I'm a keynote speaker and a mentor. And after reading that post, I designed a workshop to train people about personal finance, to train people about how to manage their money so that they are ready for their bad days. And this session is going to part of that. I have taken the, you can see the all the best part of those workshop I have taken for this session. And so objective of this session is that I'm going to explain all the aspect of personal finance in these 20 minutes. And my objective is not to multiply your money unexpectedly. Rather, my objective is to give you a peace of mind, so that you could be able to sleep peacefully in night. I know few people who have invested lakhs of rupees in stock market, and they are not able to sleep, especially those days. I'm talking about month of March, April and June. Then that time people were not able to sleep because they were really afraid what would happen tomorrow. That is not my objective. My objective is that I'm going to give you some checklist, and that's why I have named it as 5 basic steps. I'm going to give you 5 steps. If you follow these 5 steps, all of your financials, I think, aspect will be covered. So my objective is to give you peace of mind. My objective is to cover all the basics of personal finance, and my objective is to cover in a very layman tone that any person can understand. Because I know my friends and many people around me, they do not talk about personal finance because there are a lot of jargons, right? And the moment I ask, have you thought about this? Or that is very difficult term. I do not understand this, and they run away from this. So this is something I don't want to do. So let me start with the very first thing. Okay, talking about that post, if that lady had saved even 1 month expense every year, she could have 14 months of expenses. And whenever we look at any personal finance book, or maybe any coach or a mentor who talks about personal finance, that person says that we should have at least 6 months of our expenses in our account. And that should be in our hand. That money should not be invested anywhere. I would suggest let's expand it a bit. 6 months looks a bit less, right? I would suggest to go for 2 years. So if you don't have a money, I know my friends, if they do not get salary this month, next month they won't be their monthly expenses. They are not able to manage. So the first thing today, take some time. If you haven't done it, take some time and calculate what are your monthly expenses, your rent, your groceries, your travel expenses, everything. Multiply it by 6 and then multiply it by 2, and then whatever amount come, please start saving that amount and keep that amount in your saving account. Please do not invest, because if you will invest that amount, you won't be, that won't be a liquid actually, right? That won't be a liquid fund. You won't be able to get it back. So that is the very first thing. And if you do this, you can sleep peacefully. At least even the economy is going down, anything happens, if the person loses his job, in that case also the person has 2 years of time to find a new job. So that is the first one. What's the second? Let me give you a scenario. What if you have your all of your expenses for next 2 years, but one small accident happens? I have seen people losing their whole budget because of a small medical expense, and that's why insurance comes into the picture. And I have seen that people make it very complex. They will be taking a lot of ULIPs, they will be taking LICs, they will be taking endowment plans. Then they will be going for health insurance. They will be taking term insurance for every family member. No need to do that. So let me give you two ideas here. The first one is you need to take a term insurance, so that if you are not there, unfortunately, if you are not there with your family should get a big sum of money, and that would help your family to survive. Simple calculation is find what is your yearly income, multiply it by 20, and whatever amount come, you need to get term insurance of that. You don't need to take that insurance for every person of your family. Just take it for all the earning members. So if you and your spouse, you both are earning, take for both of you. No need to take for any other person. What is the second one? What if some accident happened? What if there are some medical emergency? What if there are some medical expenses? How to cover that? You need to take health insurance in that case, right? Otherwise, you'd have to spend from your emergency fund. So this second part is every person in your family should get at least 2 to 3 lakhs of insurance covered per year. That is health insurance covered. Multiply with that 2.5 or 3 with your number of members in your family and get an insurance for that. Till now you have got money in your account which is there for your emergency cases. You have term insurance so that if you are not there, your family will be safe. And you have health insurance that if some health emergency come, it will be taken care by the health insurance. Now it's time to think the third one, which is retirement. We are not going to work for whole life, right? We all have to retire at one time. So we need to start thinking. And as they say, as early we start thinking, it's great in terms of investments. So the first thing to do for retirement planning is you can check right now what is your monthly expenses. And then there are many calculators. Just Google for it and they will tell you how much money you will need after how many years. So if you think that you want to retire after 15 years, just put it over there. What are your monthly expenses? Put that you want to adjust with it, inflation, and what are the expected returns, put there, and then it will automatically tell you that how much money you need to put monthly for that. I will talk a bit about retirement because there are different ways of doing this. The first one is NPS, which is by Government of India, National Pension Scheme. That is one thing, especially for those people who are not disciplined, because Government of India will be taking this money and they are not going to give you until you cross 60 years. I personally, I do not I have not taken for myself, honestly, because I'm a disciplined person. So even if I put in SIPs and mutual funds, I know that I will be putting every month, so I do not take it. But if you think that you are not disciplined about managing money, the best thing is go for NPS, because even after 60 years, they won't be giving you all your money in your hand. They will give you 40%, and then rest 60% will come as monthly. So if you think that you are not disciplined, go for this. So that is one thing. If you think that you are a disciplined person, then rather than going for NPS, you can go for mutual funds. Please go for it, because in long term, they give amazing returns. 12, I think minimum 12, we definitely get 12, 16, 18 also we have got. So this is how we cover these first points. And as Tony Robbins always says, that two most important needs of humans are certainty and uncertainty. In these 3 points, we are covering certainty. We want certainty in our life. We want to be certain for our future, that if anything happens, we are ready for that. So that if job loss happens, if death happens, if health goes down, or if we retire, in all the scenario, we are ready. So that is certainty. And I think after doing these three, you will be peaceful, right? I mean, you can sleep peacefully, that okay, fine. I have money if I lose my job. I have money for something bad happens with me. So now it's time to go for uncertainty. Now it's time to take some risk, which is investment. Now, when we talk about investment, there are a lot of things, they come into the picture. People will be talking about equities, that is stock market. They will talk about gold. They will talk about real estate. So there are many options, and I will put, I will explain few of them. Let me talk about gold actually, because these days I strongly believe that everybody should invest. Why? First reason is that nobody can demonetize it. So that is the first one. Since the beginning of human civilization, gold has been exchange of a medium of exchange. So it is always going up. And if you check the returns, they are really amazing. So right now, 4,600 per gram. I think that is really good. Um, I will give a suggestion here, that do not try to buy physical gold, because there are a lot of extra expenses on that, like making charges. And also you need to put that in locker. So you need to give for that also. If you put at your home, there will be always, you might be afraid. I'm talking about peace of mind. So please go for something called digital gold, or the best one is sovereign gold bond, which is issued by Reserve Bank of India, and they are amazing. Why? The first reason is that the gold is in a digital form, and that will be in your demat account, so nobody can steal that gold. The second one is there are no making charges, so your money is saved there. The third one is whenever you sell that, you will be getting the price of gold of that time, plus every year you are getting 2.5% of interest on that bond. So this is the best, I strongly believe, and this is where even I invest. I talked about gold. Let me talk about the other one, real estate. Honestly, I believe that it should not be chosen for investment purpose. Honestly, uh, one home is always good because it helps a lot. I will talk about it later. The one which is equity, yeah. So it is again about your risk profiling. What is your risk? So you need to do some risk calculation, and then you need to decide where to do. But always, if you want to go blindly without doing any research, find top 10 companies on Sensex and invest in them. They will always go up, so no worries for that. Well, we talked about these five, and it's time to talk about the fifth one, the fifth step of simple financial planning, which is tax planning. Again, I see people are a bit skeptic and afraid about planning their taxes. Let me give you a very basic about that. You can save 1.5 lakhs from ETC. You can save 50,000 from NPS. You can save more than 3.5 lakhs from home loan. People are not aware. They think that only 2 lakhs. No, 2 lakhs is only interest part, but there are also 1.5 lakh which you can do through different ways, and that can be saved on your home loan. So these can be done. Also, some donations and all also can be covered. You can cover your kids' education as well. If you are donating, as I mentioned, that can be also covered. So to keep a whole picture here, if you have checked these 5 steps, I think basic financial planning is done. Uh, this is the simplified one. I have seen people do not start these all planning because they feel that it's complicated. These are very simple. You go with these 5 steps, and I think now you are ready for certainties, and also you are ready for uncertainties in your life. Now it's time to go for the next one, which is few bonus points. I told I will be giving 5 points, but let me give you a few bonus points. The first one is bad loan versus good loan. Try to find what are your bad loans. Bad loans are those loans which are taking a lot of money from your account, like credit cards. They are also like car loans. And what are good loans, which are adding something in your account, which is simply, I think, real estate. Real estate is a good loan. Education loan, that's a good loan. So you don't need to pay your good loans first. First, try to pay your bad loans, because they will keep taking money from you. If you have taken loan for your business, that is a good loan. Please do not try to pay them early. Pay all of your bad loans early. Use your credit cards for your benefits. I have seen my friends and people around me that they keep using credit card for something uh, which they really they should not buy, and then they keep buying. Please do not do for that. Use it for your benefits. Use it to increase your credit score. Use it to what's time. Okay, so these are things, and the next one would be use 50, 30, and 20 principle, which is the basic one. 50% of your money should go for your need, 30% of money should go for luxuries, and 20% for your investment. Use power of compounding. The best example is Warren Buffett. Majority of his money is made in last 10 years. That's the power of compounding. Then if you want to decide what should be percentage of investment as equity, use this formula: 100 minus your age. Whatever number comes, that should be percentage of your investment in equity. Have 2 account, get salary in one account, and uh, transfer that money in other account, and use other account for spending. Use index funds. They are really amazing. They give amazing returns with less expense ratio. And the last one, which I really agree with Sunil sir, that is invest in yourself. My personal experience, investing in yourself can give you 100%, 1000%, or even 10,000% returns, which is not possible in any instrument. So please invest in yourself, in your relationships as well, as Sunil Gupta sir told. With that, I would like to close my session with a quote, which is, this quote is by my mentor Robert Kiyosaki, which is, if you want to be financially free, you need to become a different person than you are today, and let go of whatever has held you back in the past. So I expect all of you that after this session, you will be applying those all steps to achieve a personal financial goal. And maybe when we will meet after a few years, maybe a few months after the pandemic era, I will hear that this presentation help you to achieve a financial freedom. Thank you so much, everyone. And back to two energetic MCs of today's session, Ina and Anita. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank you so
so much.
much. That was a wonderful information and knowledge shared by Ashish. And it was also an eye-opening session for many aspects, where we need to look upon our investments and loans, and also we have to line up and schedule our wealth for our later stages of life. So thank you so much for your insight on that and shedding light upon that. So I feel this wealth session was an eye opening for me, and it was a wonderful event. And you know what, I just wanted to share, now the time is 6:43, and you know, when we had started this event of World Transformation Day program, it was 6 in the morning. So we are almost nearing to 13 hours of time, where the time just flew away. I am not at all tired. So the entire day was so enthusiastic, and entire sessions where what all the slots we had, we all had wonderful speakers who really transformed and motivated us more and more in all the aspects of our life, shedding light on that we need the health wise, the nutrition wise, the yoga wise, spirituality and business, and also wealth. So early morning, someone said, health is wealth. So from there we have fallen to the wealth part now. And also today we have come to the point where we have ended this slot with the wealth also. And now Ina ma'am will conclude the session with her knowledge and her understanding about all the sessions whatever we have undergone now with the four renovative speakers. And over to you, Ina ma'am. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Anita ma'am. I would not take much time, as people must be thinking I'm not here to deliver gyan. I'm just here to say thank you to everybody for supporting us in this journey through, because there are still many more hours to go, and we are doing very well because of the efforts of everybody in the team as well as our audience. Without audience, we will not be able to move ahead at all. Lot of encouragement we are getting from everybody. Thank you so much to all the speakers who have put in all their efforts and life into this, and also to our backend team, and to this lovely platform by Amplify and WTO. And before moving ahead, I would like to hand over the stage and the entire thing to our upcoming MCs for the business category. I would like to invite here Mr. Aditya Doshi. He will be taking up for you from here, and Ms. Ira Bhatnagar.
Thank you so much, Ina and Anita.
Yes, and the
Thank
Welcome,
you.
stage
Ina
is
Thank,
ma'am.
all over to you, ma'am.
Thank you
And
so
Thank
much.
you.
Aditya,
Thank,
Welcome, Aditya.
thank
keep
you so
Welcome,
much,
Ina
rocking.
ma'am.
Anita.
Best of luck to all the speakers. Keep rocking, keep moving. Thank you so much.
Thank
All the
you.
best. More power to you people.
Thank you so much, everyone. It was really amazing session. I learned a lot. So I think the Saturday well spent.
Thank you. Thank you for your lovely comments. So, how is the day going? Good evening, people. So, how many of you want to have a great time? Please show your hands. And Ida ma'am,
Yeah, we are all
yeah,
having such great time.
you all are having great time. Yes. Till now, we have taken care of our health, our spirituality, our relationship, self-development, leadership development, and now we have just completed our wealth section. So now we are coming to the last but not the least, which is business. Ida ma'am, over to you.
Yes, Aditya ji, and I'm quite sure that all of us here who have been watching this particular event, they have had and they are having a very fantastic and a fabulous time, and grasping those golden nuggets of learning from the speakers. I would like to request Aditya ji to please introduce our first speaker for the day.